What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to channel Mostly Gaming here, and today we're concluding this chapter of our Rise of Kingdoms journey. That is our most recent KvK, and you can see that we have some rewards queuing up for us. We'll take a look at those. We'll also take a look at where my account was before this KvK and after this KvK, and how my marches kind of improved overall throughout the KvK as well. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at where I was before this KvK, and that can be actually found on this video right here, which is the pre-KvK account check-in, right? And on this video, I can see that I was at 90 million power and 3.9 billion kill points. And right now, if you look at my account here, same screen, 64 million power, and that is because I got zeroed, as some of you might already know, during this KvK, and I was actually gaining about 700 million kill points, it looked like. Is that right? Yeah, 700 million kill points from this KvK alone, which is good and bad. I think my most units killed got updated to almost 40 million. I'm kind of surprised that I missed it by 50,000. Could have had one more Arthur dispatch and that would have been it. So kind of bummed out about it, but hey, the point is that it's getting better because I'm almost done with my one cavalry march that I'm actually mainly rallying with. And as I get to work on other things because everything's almost done in my cavalry stuff, I am performing more and more better and better in the field as well as fights. So this number hopefully will go up as time goes by. I know that I was kind of sitting at 30 million kills for the most units killed for a while. So yeah, really excited about that. I think most units lost might have been also updated. Let's see. From Hall of Heroes, yep, 4.4 million is how many units that I lost. And then you can see right here, 4.4 million. Interesting. So, again, this is not the first time that I got zeroed from KvK, but unfortunately on this KvK, I did lose the most amount of troops, so that is unfortunate. Let's see if there's anything else that I can kind of catch from this video right here. Oh, we can also compare my cavalry set to the one that was updated and then one that I had before. Let me just go ahead and move myself so you can see the iconics on it. You can see that before this KvK started, I had iconic 3 had, iconic 4 chess piece, and then everything else iconic 5 except for the weapon itself. And let's see what I have right now. In my Arthur, I actually got iconic 4 for the hat, which is good. Because this gives you 2% more damage dealt to the troops on the map, which is good. And I got iconic 5 weapon, which will unlock this Furious Strike, which will give me all damage occasionally. I also got iconic 5 for the chest piece. The reason for that is because it has a chance to give you counterattack damage, and I thought it would be kind of a cool synergy with Attila Subutai. I know that it's not as worth it as other things, but you know, I couldn't really get the coins and enough coins for me to actually get the hat unlocked to iconic 5, which I'm hoping to actually complete in the next KvK as well. So yeah, so I made 3 iconic upgrades for my main cavalry set. Let's see if I actually go over my armaments for this one. Let's see. There you go. So I had this armor right here, Fearless, Invincible, Hurried, Even Nil, with about 30%, 30.31% all stats with 2% all damage. So about 35% total if you were to convert that to stats. If we think that all damage counts as if it's like 2% of health. And also at the same time, Hurried was that one armament that will give you march speed if you actually like dispatch or something like that. So it wasn't really stat relevant for Rally Garrison for Arch. And if you look at my current armaments here, it has been updated. And you can see that I'm actually running something that has, what is that equal to? 37.5% all stats, which I think is an upgrade in terms of stats wise. Like that's very close to 42%, I think. 10.5% times 4, yeah, 42% of max stats that you can possibly get from armaments, which is good. I am a little bit bummed out that I don't have all damage here, but I did get this one inscription from the scroll. Again, you don't want destructive on the scrolls for Arch, right? Because you don't want to lose on those rage when you're rallying garrison, just so that you can actually get that one auto attack 70% stronger. It's like using 100 rage for 140 damage factor of auto attack. It's not worth it 100%. So I actually got Iron Wall, which is pretty good for a rally lead, especially when you're rallying against Tokugawa and Gorgo, which will both do normal damage or smite damage that is also normal damage. And this actually helps you be a little bit tankier than that. So there was a bit of upgrade on my Arch stuff. Eventually, I'll actually swap this out with something that does have special inscriptions here. And then eventually, I'll also get this whole set kind of transfer over to Delta and then have quote unquote perfect Delta set if possible as well. So that is the plan. Let's see if the pre-check-in has showcased something else. Okay, so this one right here, right? So this is actually my second cavalry set. I don't think there was really update to the equipments. Let's see if I have armaments showcase here. Okay, so armaments, I think there was some updates, so let's just talk about it. I had 3 inscriptions. I was missing Hunter because it was still sitting at Delta Formation. The scroll was actually sitting at the Delta Formation. Overall, the stats weren't too bad, but my instrument, which has the rare inscription, is actually horrible for Cavalry Wedge. So that's why the stats wise not looking too good. Overall, though, about 40%. If you think all damage as 2% of health, but nothing too special, nothing that is actually up to the caliber that I wanted. And now I'm running for my whole same equipment, everything talented except for the ring, and then iconic 4 weapon, and then the wedge formation with Hunter here. I've actually reverted Hunter back from Thrasher. The reason for that is because for one, I have converted Hunter, which was actually on Delta, which had the special inscription Thrasher is what I meant. Back to Wedge for one is because this is a good armament, but then again, I don't think it's really at the level of which that I'll put on my main account. And the one that I'm actually thinking about doing is actually something that has 2% all damage, which is the maximum amount of health that you can actually roll into that health slot. And then that one, wasn't I working on one of those? Is it already in the, it might already be in Delta actually. Yeah, so I'm thinking about working on Delta. Where is the all damage scroll? Do I not have the all damage scroll somewhere? Interesting. Where is the all damage scroll? That infantry one was not what I was looking at. Am I imagining stuff now? Am I imagining stuff now? do I not have 2%? Oh, this one right here. Yeah. So hurried, the one that I was using on my cavalry one, I'm gonna actually transmute this enough time so that I can at least roll this defense up to something that has more than 3%. That way, I get something that actually have enough all damage too for my cavalry. The reason why I'm trying to focus on all damage for that scroll slot is simple. Is because one, I think all damage has gained more relevance ever since that they Lilith has nerfed the all damage buff that you get from KvK from 40% to 30%. Now, all of a sudden, all damage does matter a little bit more for everyone else. And two, there's not really that many sources that you can get all damage from. Like instrument and emblem, you can't really put all damage in there unless you actually get a special inscription emblem that does roll into all damage, which has a lot lower percentage and chance of that happening than having something like health roll into it, right? So you gotta actually get the all damage from the scroll if possible, as well as the banner. And unfortunately, I don't have a banner all damage, and it is this right here is too high of a stats roll. This whole thing has 10% stats overall, and I cannot find a better armament. If I want my cavalry banner to be stronger than this, I am insane. This right here is 10%. I'm only missing 0.5% from best possible armament there could be. So like I cannot let this one go, right? So I thought it would be cool if I can actually get this rerolled so that I have all damage source somewhere from this as well. So that's basically what I'm planning on doing. But overall, okay, my armaments on cavalry is pretty good. I can actually use this as a garrison. Obviously, it's not going to be the strongest garrison in the world just because of this one right here, which has 0.8% all damage. And stats are kind of mid and bad for me, especially who's someone who's actually thinking about garrisoning for the server, right? All damage of 3.9% is not bad. I think it's because I have 1.7% here, 1.4% here, and 0.8% there. And I think this was an upgrade versus what I had in the beginning of the KvK. But yeah, that I plan on making updates on that later. And moving on to Archer. So Archer, pretty standard. 4-piece Dragon Breast set and 2-piece Leadership set. I haven't touched it. I might actually work on my Archer armaments just because of the fact that Archer equipment. I mean, just because of the fact that Emperor Qin has come to the game, and he is looking pretty strong, right? So I can't be running around the field with some mediocre equipment like I have one right here. So yeah, I plan on upgrading my archers after I actually finish my cavalry stuff. Again, I just need some materials to iconify this hat right here, and then in terms of rally and garrison wise, this would have the best possible equipment. This set right here will be the best possible equipment because Iconic 5 for the gloves will only give you march speed, right? This is not really that much of a priority for rally garrison leads, so yeah. Once I'm done with this set, I'll work on Archer. Again, just because of what I have here is actually not bad. And also at the same time, I do want that Qin Shi Huang magic. I do want that Qin Shi Huang magic in my account. I am so excited. The 10k plus crazy stuff that's happening. Like, I really want it. And let me just move my head a little bit over to the right so that you can see my ring. I am planning on getting this replaced with horn if possible. And that would actually come after I get enough materials for me to get this upgrade and all that. So most likely by the time that we start next KvK, I might actually work on this this horn right here, so that I can give this ring to someone else, most likely infantry or somewhere. So that yeah, so that's the plan, and I might actually replace this right here instead too. I do have the blueprint, I just don't have the materials yet. So, horns are very expensive. And there wasn't really much movement on the formation here. I'm not even going to actually go back to the KvK stuff because I haven't touched it. Right here, pretty decent things. Not so much stats. Let's see. That's about 16%, 25.5%, and then yeah, 25.5% stats, and then 1.3% all damage. So 25.5, so that's about 27, 28%. If you convert all damage, 1% all damage to 2% health, so 28%. And then I have fit and hardy to make sure that he gets that extra 6% health. So very nice. Striker, I think normal damage doesn't really mean anything. Counterattack damage doesn't mean anything. It does have hunter. And once I get better armaments on this slot right here, I'll probably replace this one. Right now, it's not too bad. It does give you that all damage. It does give you that extra 2.5% health. And I might actually reroll this one so that I can give him that armament. But other than that, it looks pretty solid. I don't think I have anything else that I can give him at the moment. Although the bluster is kind of strong. Where's bluster at? I just saw. Oh my god. Am I imagining stuff? Yeah. Bluster is kind of strong, which gives you extra skill damage chance, but that is currently rolled into all cavalry, so not sure if I'll re-roll that. Everything else is kind of mediocre, but it's still kind of usable at the same time. I might actually re-roll other stuff into this slot right here just because of this. 3.5% health is just really good. And then counterattack damage doesn't really mean much, but yeah, so that's really good. Defiant, I'm not too sure if I'll actually give this to Zugelia, just because of 3% normal damage. Like, reduction is good, but I'll rather have my Chin do more damage, to be really fair. So yeah, I'll probably have either the health, this one rework, so that Zugelia will have upgrade there, or I'll just figure out if I can get a new armament as well. For this slot also, I think I'll probably need something like this rerolled into archers. Right now it's just running something that gives him basically the best stats, but yeah. Not the best armament set that I can use for now, but you know, I'm mainly focused on upgrading my cavalry at the moment, so unfortunately I didn't give it too much love. And by cheat, this actually had a downgrade. I don't even need to take a look at my old one. You can see that I'm missing an accessory, and that is actually where Silent Trial used to be at. It's running drum, which is good for having it paired with Liu Che, but I do not have Silent Trial anymore. Because I use it when I was upgrading my Cavalry's Iconic 5, which required, like, I don't know, some crazy amount, like 170 materials, 170 legendary materials, which was crazy. So I might recraft that slot right there, or I might actually just give him a horn instead. So let's see. We still have some time until the next KvK does start. So yeah, let's see what happens there. I'm still running Arch. It just has pure stats and some damage, extra damage from Fearsome. Guardians is kind of whatever, but it does give you a little bit more tankiness. And once I'm done with Cavalry transferring over to Delta, I will work on getting this converted to Pincer so that he can have Toppler instead of this trash, Destructive. I mean, armament itself is not too bad, but it's just that, like, it's destructive, and destructive is just not good right now. So yeah, it is what it is. My Baichu Luce, I did have Baichu expertise throughout the KvK, so that's good. And yeah, pretty straightforward. I got my Baichu to Baichi expertise, so that is an upgrade. And then also at the same time, I do have Arch Formation, this which did not change, and I did downgrade a little bit on the equipment side. All right, moving on to my second cab. I actually dismantled all this, to be really honest with you, when I was making when I was making that Iconic 5 materials. Again, 170 or something like that. Crazy amount of materials. And I was like this close to having that Iconic 5 right before I think past 7 or like King's End entering. So I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna actually dismantle all my infantry stuff and focus on my cavalry rally being at the top level. And I did recraft a lot of it, which didn't cost me anything in terms of materials, but then again, it is not the best practice, right? It does cost you gold and stuff. Its formation's not the best in the world. I think there could be some micro optimization that I can make for this guy, but I haven't really done so just because of the fact that this is not my main focus. Especially the skill damage dealing infantry is not really my main focus. I'm running non-expertise Guan Yu with Scipio Prime. I don't even have Ragnar Prime. And I think, in all honesty, Lilith has abandoned the skill damage dealing infantry, so I just use this guy as a silencer every now and then. But then again, nothing really has changed since the beginning of the KvK. Last but not least, my siege tower. I use it as is, and then I use it as I used to have. I might have had a little bit of downgrade on this slot right here, just because I think I had epic gloves there. Let's see. Let's see. Where's my 6th set? There you go. Oh, okay. So there's nothing that really changed from my last update. So I'm glad that I didn't touch my siege tower. This guy still does work. If I set him up, he'll do work. He basically has like 29%-ish. All stats, 29.5% to be exact. No, 28.3%. Yeah, 28.3% stats. He does have ballistics, which is good because it will give you normal damage buff. And I have Gonzalez actually paired with him so that he can actually fire off the ranged normal damage as much as he can. Also, at the same time, this one right here also gives you 5% ranged normal damage, which will buff what Gonzalez does. 8% total all damage buff from V formation, which is good. Alright, that's basically all the lineups that I actually needed to take a look at. I'm so sorry it took so long, but then again, let's just go ahead and jump right into everything that I can see up here from the King of All Britain KvK. Alright, season retrospect. I have a brand new King of All Britain update. Let's just go ahead and take a look at how it looks. A glorious path. Since May 30th, you've taken... Wait, what? Is that date right? A glorious path since May 30th of 2023, I've taken part of Lost Kingdom 7 times. Okay, so ever since I entered KvK 3 onward, KvK 4 onward, which is actually 2 years ago, today, I've taken part in 7 different KvKs, Season of Conquest. You can see that I killed 39.95 million units, which is basically almost 40 million. I could have done a little more on the field. I do regret that a little bit. 50,000 extra units could have hit me 40 million, and I do plan on improving that amount You guys might be looking at it like, what are you doing, Musa? You're like a content creator and you can't even reach 40 million units. Hey, to be really fair, like again, I invested all in on my main March and having that rally just the best way possible, and I don't have that many days of speed ups. I actually essentially got 40 million kills from I think 250, 300 days of speed ups at max. Uh, so yeah, I think it's efficient. Efficient is the name of the game for me for now until I'm done with my main cavalry set, and then I'll focus on getting everyone up to speed, and then I'll probably practice get better kills. A Day of Death. Lost Kingdom will never forget. May 28th. I think that might be the Kingsland. When your troops destroy 14 million enemy units, your forces. I killed 14 million units in one day. That's interesting. Okay. Your forces are in high spirits after such a resounding victory. Now, May 28th. Let's just check when that was. Yeah, it might be when the Kingsland opened. So, cool. Sorry about that. Let's just go ahead and try to skip this as much as I can. Back. I didn't remember when it was. Oh yeah, 14 million kills. Nice. In one day. In the Epic campaign, you healed 25 million units. More than 90% of the governors. Okay, that's fine. And 4.4 million units were killed. Again, I got rallied, so unfortunate. More than 100% of the governors. Did I get the most units killed? Hey, I didn't get the kill leaderboards there, which is unfortunate, but the death leaderboard, so yeah, that's interesting. Defending the home front, and that's probably because I got rallied on my city, and then most likely a lot of the kills were actually T1s, so could be why. Defending the home front, I defeated 10,130 barbarian troops. Okay. Destroyed 342 barbarian force. People may thank you for keeping their area safe. Okay, that's good. For the alliance, our alliance CB 39 CB had killed a total of 1.8 billion. We were number 7 in the Lost Kingdom. And territorial integrity, your alliance built 275 alliance flags and destroy one enemy flag. Alliance flags? Interesting. So we didn't destroy that many flags actually. I think that was probably because we got pushed around everywhere from zone 4, zone 5 onward. But that is a very small amount, so interesting. And I think that one flag, I destroyed it. With my Attila Subutai rally, which is kind of crazy, but hey. Anyways. Overlord, your kingdom killed 2.3 billion enemy units, ranking number 5 in the Lost Kingdom, which is impressive given that we've been basically pushed around the whole KvK. And your kingdom healed 2.2 billion units, and then you're within the Lost Kingdom, you're ranked number 6. A total of 171 million of your kingdom's units were killed. Okay, 4 million of that is from me. And ranked number 6 among all kingdoms in the Lost Kingdom. Okay, we did fail a lot, so it's understandable. Our units killed are higher ranking than the units we killed. So, okay, that was it. And let's see where I'm at with the death leaderboards. I'm 26. Ugh. Okay. So I'm 26 in terms of dead. And that is, again, because I had a lot of T4 units. T1, T2, T4, T1 and T4 units in my city when I basically got rallied and got zeroed. So that is that. Kill leaderboard. I am not even ranked here. I think I gave up after a certain point. But yeah, I think this is good. Okay, and then healing leaderboards, I don't think I'm here too. How about our alliance? Kill, we are... Death, we are 7th. Kingdom, we are 6th, as they said before. Kill-wise, we were 7th. And then kingdom-wise, we were 6th. And yeah, that wasn't too bad. We were the number 1 in our camp for the kill. And then death, actually 32.99 was the highest. I think that might be because a lot of them got zeroed in the zones that we fought. And then healing wise, we were about 6th or 7th. Okay, so our kingdom didn't do too bad as per when compared to the overall KvK Season of Conquest. But unfortunately, we weren't the best in the whole map. Hence, we lost. All right. Viewers time. Okay, so let's see what I got. Okay, so this one right here. Killed or severely wound tier 4 units. Okay, this is good. 4 million. This is basically everyone gets it. I got the, except for the farms, of course. I got 2 conversion still, which is very valuable for me. This is priceless for me. Like, like the level of value that this one has on me is just crazy. Okay, so I'll take those. And then kill or severely wound T4 plus units from other camps. Okay, 3 extra, nice. 2 legendary formation choice chests, which is amazing. And then some speed ups, good. I didn't reach a lot of other stuff. After getting 0, I didn't really do all those that I could have potentially earned some extra rewards from. Especially this one. Could have given me 2 extra legendary formation piece chests as well as 2 gold heads. But I actually realized that I was 20 short yesterday. And I tried doing it this morning, but I couldn't do it like as in like at 0 UTC. So unfortunately, there's no way for me to actually fulfill this right now. Conquest rewards. Okay, we controlled our zone. Good. And then we have 1 that is in our, I think, pass 4. So got 1 legendary material choice chest, which are always good. And then we got 2 gold heads for killing 5 million and then, you know, controlling 1 of our alliance stuff. Cool, and we didn't earn any of those winners claiming KvK coin stuff. Okay, and let's see if I got anything else. Okay, so here it is. Coalition rank 3, we got 3 legendary commander sculptures for the coalition rank stuff, which is good. Camp rank number 3, okay. So something minor, but then again, I'll take it. I think this is the honor ranking, which I didn't really pay attention after losing KvK. So yeah, that's basically it. And if you go to the shop, you can see that I have 3 Autalk testimony that I can basically unlock here, but I don't have KvK coins, so I'm gonna not touch this until next KvK starts. And I don't need really this anyways until really like the new Delta formation using cavalry comes around, because that's when I will need this Thrasher one. So yeah, I'm gonna actually save this until next KvK. And even if I don't get the Autalk testimony next KvK, I'll be able to still use this, is basically what I'm thinking. So yeah, so I did have this Autalk testimony fragments from the last 3 KvKs, which unfortunately we did lose all 3. We're in a 3 KvK losing streak, which is unfortunate. Last one we could have won because we had beer, but we didn't ally with one of the other camps, so we went 3v1 and we lost. So unfortunate things happen. And that's it. I would like to congratulate everyone who have played in this KvK. You can see that ever since I got zeroed, my immigration cost has gone down to 20 passport, which is crazy. But hey, everyone who participated in this KvK, congratulations. Again, great KvK. I had fun. And I made some upgrades for my main cavalry. Unfortunately, I was 2 KvK coins short from finishing up my stuff, which was very unfortunate. I really feel bad about it. But hey, yeah, I think if I start right next KvK, I'll still be able to get iconic vibe. I think within the past 4 opening of next KvK, so I'm not too bummed out about it. I actually made more progress than before. I thought if I were to lose this KvK, I wouldn't really be able to make this much progress for my account. So, hey, it's a big win, in my opinion. Anyways, I hope you guys actually enjoyed this video. Great KvK. Shout out to Hydra, who allowed me to rally him the other day, and that video just took off as I rallied him, and we just laughed about it afterwards. Basically, I don't know if I can find him on the chat. Where is he? It was an awesome dude. He was a king of 2839 or something like that. 2389. Where's Hydra? Did he unfriend me? Is that what's going on? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 2387. Okay. And then I told them, hey, GG, my brother. And yeah, it was good. I told him that I was going to put him on YouTube, and then he didn't even know that I got zeroed. And I sent him the YouTube video link for the video that he sent me. He got featured in, and which is one of the most viewed video that I have so far posted on this channel. So shout out to Hydra. Shout out to everyone in 2939 who have fought well in this KvK. I'm really proud of y'all. And with my recent recruitment efforts, we have seen some of the most amazing people show interest to our kingdom, which is nice, including Sosa, and all the other people actually did reach out to me, or the king. So hopefully we will be able to actually get some of you in so that we can actually have a much more competitive kingdom. And we would prefer to get dropped to a B seed, to be honest with you, but like, just because I think our kingdom is not a Western country based kingdom. Our kingdom is mostly Vietnamese people. We have really high participation, but some of those whales that we face in this KvK from like high A seeds, in my opinion, are just really out of the league. So I'll prefer if we can get down to BC, but sometimes that's not really as easy as it sounds, right? You already have a lot of people who are in this kingdom who like it here and like who has performed in this KvK, and like, you can't kick those people out just because we want to drop down to B tier or like zero those people. So preferably we would actually stay in A tier, AC kingdom with stronger warriors so that we have more competitive chance in winning the next KvK. So there's 2 routes, right? We can either drop seed and stay low in power, or we can actually gain more power and just win the next KvK. Gain more warriors and then win the next KvK. So anyways, I need to start the stream in like 5 minutes, so I hope you guys had a great rest of your day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please go ahead and drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Alright, peace. Bye bye. Bye bye.